Have you ever felt like you just don't fit in with how the world sees love, relationships, or even sex? Like something deep inside you keeps telling you, this isn't for me? If yes, then listen closely, because this message is just for you. You are a chosen one. And your body? It's not made for random connections. It's a sacred temple, designed for something higher, something deeper. But here's the scary part. Narcissists know this. They can feel your light, they sense your power, and they will try anything to steal your energy and leave you drained, confused, and broken. See, what the world calls normal or fun, your spirit calls danger. Your body was never meant for ordinary sex. It's meant for sacred union, real love, real energy, real purpose. So if you've ever wondered why you feel empty after giving yourself to the wrong people, or why you attract toxic relationships, this video will open your eyes. You're not weak. You're not too emotional. You're just sacred in a world that forgot what sacred means. Stay with me till the end, because by the time we finish, you'll not only understand your worth, you'll feel it in your soul. And hey, if this message speaks to you, join our community of chosen ones. Drop a comment, show some love, and subscribe if you haven't already. You are not alone. Let's dive deep. Your energy is precious, and it's time you protected it like the treasure it is. Your body is not just skin, bones, and muscles. It is a sacred creation, carefully designed with meaning and purpose. Everything about you, your heart, your mind, your energy, was made with divine intention. You were never meant to live a life that feels small, empty, or rushed. Deep inside, you carry a light that's not like everyone else's. This light makes you different. It pulls you away from things that may seem normal to others, like casual relationships that have no real connection or meaning. There's something special about your presence. People may not always understand it, but they can feel it. Your energy is warm, deep, and powerful. It's not the kind of energy that should be given away easily. It's sacred. That's why ordinary experiences, especially when it comes to sex or love, often leave you feeling confused, hurt, or drained. It's not because there's something wrong with you, it's because you were built for something more. Here's where the truth hits hard. The world tries to tell you that your body is just for fun, for attention, for pleasure, but your spirit knows better. Your spirit remembers its purpose. You weren't made to be used or tossed aside. You were created as a temple, a space where peace, love, and power can live. When someone touches your body, they're not just touching the outside, they are entering a space that carries your soul, your dreams, and your sacred light. This is why it's so important to protect your body and only share it with someone who truly sees and respects your value. You're not here to be average. You're not here to follow what the crowd does. You are here to live with meaning, with care, and with honor. Your body is the home of your divine spirit. Treat it like the treasure it is. Narcissists are drawn to people with a special kind of light, the kind that shines from within. And if you are a chosen one, that light lives inside you. You carry kindness, empathy, deep love, and powerful energy that can heal, comfort, and inspire others. But not everyone sees that beauty and wants to protect it. Some people, like narcissists, see your light and want to take it for themselves. Narcissists are not interested in real love. They're not looking for truth, connection, or honesty. Deep inside, they feel empty, broken, and insecure. But instead of healing themselves, they search for someone who already has what they lack. That's where you come in. Your spirit reflects everything they are missing: love, peace, balance, and purpose. You become a mirror to their emptiness, and that makes them both attracted to you and jealous of you at the same time. At first, they may act like they adore you. They'll compliment you, chase after you, and make you feel special. But it's all part of the trap. Narcissists don't love you. They love the way you make them feel. They feed off your attention, your time, your emotions. And when they've taken enough of your energy, they often leave you feeling confused, tired, and emotionally hurt. This is why chosen ones must be careful. You give from the heart. You love deeply. You see the good in people, and narcissists take advantage of that. But once you understand this, you begin to take your power back. You learn to protect your peace. You stop letting people close just because they smile at you. You start watching for actions, not just words. Your light is rare. Not everyone deserves to stand in it, especially not someone who only wants to steal it. As a chosen one, you carry a deeper purpose, a calling that's connected to your energy, your spirit, and the choices you make. Your body isn't just a body, it's a doorway to your soul. That's why casual sex, even when it seems harmless, can have hidden effects that most people don't see or understand. Every time you connect with someone in a sexual way, you create something called a soul tie. This is an invisible bond, a spiritual connection that forms between you and the other person. It doesn't go away just because the moment ends. Pieces of their energy can stay with you, and pieces of you stay with them. For someone who is not spiritually sensitive, it might not seem like a big deal. But for you, it can feel heavy. It can leave you tired, emotionally confused, and disconnected from your true path. You may start to feel stuck in life, like your purpose is harder to reach, and you don't know why. That's the hidden cost of soul ties. They can delay your destiny by pulling your energy in too many directions. When your soul is tied to people who don't value you, don't love you deeply, or don't walk with the same spiritual light, their pain, fears, and darkness can slowly leak into your life. You may notice you're feeling things that aren't even yours: sadness, anger, anxiety. That's not your spirit. That's the leftover energy from someone else. You were never meant for empty connections. Your love, your body, your spirit, they are all sacred. And the more you protect them, the clearer your path becomes. You start to feel stronger, lighter, more focused. You begin to walk in the power and purpose you were born with. Your destiny is too great to be delayed by careless ties. Choose wisely, protect your soul, and walk forward with purpose. Sex is more than just a physical act. It's a deep exchange of energy, one that can either uplift you or drain you completely. For the chosen ones, this truth hits harder. Your body holds sacred energy. It's not just about touch or desire. Your spirit is involved, and that's what makes this kind of exchange so powerful and dangerous when shared with the wrong person. Here's the part they don't tell you. Every sexual encounter is an energy transfer. It's not just about bodies, it's about souls, emotions, and spiritual power. When you connect with someone, especially through intimacy, you open a gateway. Energy flows both ways, or at least it's supposed to. But narcissists don't play fair. They don't come to give, they come to take. A narcissist can sense your light even before you speak. They know you're different. They see your softness, your kindness, your depth, and they want it, but not to cherish it, not to protect it. They want to drain it piece by piece for their own use. They feed on your attention, your emotions, and your sacred energy like it's fuel. After being with a narcissist, you might feel tired for no reason. You may feel empty, lost, or unsure of who you are. That's not random. It's the result of an unbalanced energy exchange. You gave your light, they gave you nothing. And in that moment, part of your spiritual power was stolen. This is why it's so important for chosen ones to be careful with who they share their body and soul with, because when your energy is pure, people will come for it, but not all of them deserve it. Sex isn't just pleasure, it's power, and your power is sacred. Never hand it over to someone who only came to take. There is a powerful difference between ordinary sex and sacred union, and for a chosen one, this difference is not just important, it's life-changing. It's the line between feeling empty and feeling truly aligned with your purpose. Many people in the world are chasing pleasure, validation, or approval through physical connections, but your soul was not designed for that kind of living. Your body is not here to serve the ego, it's here to fulfill something far greater. Ordinary sex is what the world celebrates. It's fast, casual, often empty, and based on surface-level attraction. It gives the body temporary pleasure, but it rarely touches the soul. It often leaves people feeling more lost, more disconnected, and more confused than before. It's about feeding the ego. Do they want me? Do I look good enough? Will this make me feel better? But that feeling fades. And for someone like you, it fades even faster, because your spirit knows this isn't your path. Your body is a sacred temple created not just for survival, but for spiritual connection. When you share it in the right way with the right person at the right time, it activates something powerful. This is what we call sacred union. It's not just about touch, it's about purpose. It's when two souls meet with full respect, love, and spiritual alignment. There's no pretending, no performing, no using each other. There is only truth, honor, and light. Sacred union doesn't leave you feeling drained. It leaves you feeling full, seen, and stronger. It reconnects you with your purpose. It reminds you who you are and why you're here. It brings healing, not confusion, peace, not shame, growth, not regret. As a chosen one, you were created with higher sensitivity, deeper emotional awareness, and a unique spiritual mission. That's why ordinary sex feels wrong to you. That's why your body reacts with sadness or emptiness afterward, because your spirit is not in agreement with what just happened. It's not judging you, it's reminding you you are sacred, you are meant for something more. And once you start honoring that truth, your whole life begins to shift. You stop chasing validation. You stop needing approval from people who don't understand your worth. You begin to walk in alignment with your higher self. You become more aware of who deserves access to your energy and who doesn't. So remember this, ordinary sex serves the ego. Sacred union feeds the soul. You were made for alignment, for love that mirrors your depth, for connection that carries divine purpose. Protect your temple. Your body is not a playground. It is a doorway to purpose, power, and divine truth. Narcissists don't just pick anyone. They pick the empathic, chosen one. And that's not by accident. It's because of your heart, your depth, your light. You feel things deeply and you care even when others don't. You listen when no one else does. You offer healing, comfort, and love that comes straight from the soul. That's rare. And they know it. That's why they come. But here's the truth many empaths struggle to accept. Narcissists are not attracted to your weakness. They're attracted to your value. You are not weak for loving deeply. You are not soft in a way that makes you small. In fact, your sensitivity is a superpower. You feel people's energy. You sense when something isn't right. You know how to pour into others, how to give life through your words, your presence, your touch. You carry healing energy that narcissists crave. But here's where it gets dangerous. Narcissists don't come to admire your light. They come to consume it. You are everything they are not. You reflect back to them the love they don't carry, the peace they've never built, and the depth they've never touched. Your soul reminds them of their emptiness, and instead of learning from you or growing, they try to feed off you. They will love bomb you, flatter you, cling to you, and make you feel needed. But over time, you'll notice the shift. You'll feel drained, used, confused. You'll give more, and they'll give less. You'll start to question yourself. Am I the problem? Number, you are not the problem. You were simply being targeted for your light. You see, a narcissist can't create energy, they can only steal it. And an empath like you, especially a chosen one with divine purpose, becomes their favorite target. But once you recognize this pattern, you take your power back. You stop blaming yourself. You stop shrinking. You stop overgiving to people who only want to take. Being a chosen one means you must protect your light. It doesn't mean you stop loving, it means you love with wisdom. You give with discernment. You heal those who are open, and you walk away from those who only seek to drain. You're not weak, you're valuable. That's why they came. But now it's time they learn. You can no longer be fooled. You were born to shine, not to be dimmed. Your aura is not just energy. It's a temple, a sacred space that holds your light, your truth, your emotions, your divine essence. It surrounds you like an invisible shield, protecting your soul from what does not belong. But like any sacred place, it has gates, and those gates must be guarded with wisdom, love, and healing. Narcissists don't always walk in through the front door. They don't knock and say, "I'm here to drain your spirit." Number, they slip in through the cracks, through the places where you are still hurting, still unsure, still longing to be seen or loved. That's how they get in, not through your strength, but through your unhealed wounds. Maybe it was childhood rejection, maybe it was betrayal, maybe it was always feeling like you weren't enough. These wounds are not your fault, but they are your responsibility to heal. Because the truth is, what remains unhealed becomes a doorway for manipulation. Narcissists are masters at sensing where your guard is down. They know how to mirror your pain and pretend to be the cure. They come as your soulmate, your friend, your rescuer, until you realize they were only there to feed on your energy. That's why healing isn't just about feeling better. It's about becoming spiritually secure. When you begin to heal those old wounds, you start to close those doors, your aura strengthens, your discernment sharpens. You no longer fall for sweet lies because you are no longer desperate for sweet words. You begin to recognize who's genuine and who's just playing a role. Guarding your aura doesn't mean you become cold or distant. It means you become wise. You stop giving everyone access to your energy. You stop explaining yourself to people who only pretend to care. You no longer invite chaos into your temple just because it looks good on the outside. You hold your peace as sacred, and you learn that no is a holy word. And here's the beautiful part. When you heal, you glow differently. Not just with beauty, but with clarity. You attract healthier connections, deeper love, and more peace. Not because you're lucky, but because you've done the work. You've guarded the gates. You've cleansed the temple. And now only what's aligned with your highest good can enter. So remember this. Your aura is a temple. Not everyone deserves access. Not everyone who smiles is safe. Not everyone who says they love you knows how to honor you. But when you heal, when you protect your spirit, when you stand in your truth, you become untouchable. Not because you're guarded out of fear, but because you're walking in the power of self-respect and divine awareness. Your light is sacred. Guard it like the treasure it is. For many people, desire is often confused with quick bursts of pleasure, moments that light up the brain but fade just as fast. This kind of craving is mostly about dopamine, the brain's way of rewarding us for things that feel good, even if they don't truly satisfy us. But for you, as a chosen one, your desires feel very different. They run deeper than surface-level excitement. You don't just want a quick thrill, you want depth. You want passion that connects your body, mind, and spirit in a powerful way. This difference happens because your spirit remembers what sacred union truly feels like. Deep down, your soul carries a memory of connection that goes beyond the physical. It's not about how many likes you get or how good something looks on the outside. It's about how it feels inside, how your whole being is awakened, honored, and aligned. When you crave passion, it's not just performance or showing up to impress someone else. It's about being real, vulnerable, and fully present. It's about feeling seen for who you are, not just for what you can give or do. This kind of passion moves at the speed of the soul. It's slow, meaningful, and lasting. Your heart wants to meet another heart that respects your sacred energy, that values the depth of your emotions and the power of your body as a temple. This is why casual encounters or ordinary connections often leave you feeling empty or unsatisfied. They don't reach the part of you that remembers divine love, divine respect, and divine purpose. Your desires are a compass pointing you towards something greater, toward alignment with your true self and your divine mission. They remind you that you were made for more than fleeting moments. You were made to experience love and connection that heal, uplift, and transform. So when you feel that pull for something different, something deeper, listen. It's your spirit calling you back to sacred union. It's your soul reminding you that true desire isn't just about pleasure, it's about purpose. And when you honor that, your entire life changes for the better. When you are a chosen one, your body and spirit see sex as much more than just a physical act. It is a ritual, a sacred exchange that carries deep meaning and power. This means that every time you connect intimately with someone, your energy, emotions, and soul are involved. It's not just about pleasure or fun, it's about sharing parts of yourself on a spiritual level. But most people don't treat sex this way. For many, it's casual, temporary, and disconnected from any deeper meaning. They see it as just something to do for fun or to feel good in the moment. When you enter into casual encounters, you're stepping into a different kind of energy, one that doesn't honor your sacred temple. This is why, after casual sex, you often feel drained, empty, or broken. It's because your spirit was ready for a sacred exchange, but the other person wasn't. Instead of a ritual that lifts you up, it becomes a trap that pulls your energy away. Your body gave its sacred energy, but the connection didn't match your depth or intention. So, instead of feeling fulfilled, you feel taken advantage of or exhausted. Your sensitive spirit remembers the sacredness of this act and reacts when it is treated casually. It's like trying to pour pure water into a cracked cup. It leaks away, leaving you feeling dry. The emotional and spiritual mismatch causes a loss of your vital energy, making you feel vulnerable and unsettled afterward. This is not a weakness, it's a sign that your body and soul are aligned with a higher purpose. You are made for something greater than ordinary experiences. The casual encounters might bring temporary pleasure to others, but for you, they create a deep energetic cost. Understanding this helps you protect your energy and honor yourself. When you recognize that sex is a sacred ritual for you, it becomes easier to wait for connections that truly respect and uplift your spirit. The right union will restore your energy instead of draining it, and it will fill your soul with light, not leave you feeling broken. Remember, your body is a temple, and every intimate moment is a sacred act. Treat it with the respect it deserves, and you'll find peace, power, and true fulfillment. You were born with a light so pure and powerful, it can't be copied or faked. This light comes from your soul, your unique energy, and your divine essence. It's something that no one else can manufacture or steal completely. But narcissists see this light and they want it. They want to take it for themselves. Narcissists are masters of imitation. They don't truly love. Instead, they pretend to love. They mimic kindness, affection, and care, all to trick you into letting them in. Their goal is to steal your glow, your sacred energy that makes you who you are. They try to cover their emptiness by feeding off your brightness. But here's the truth, no matter how hard they try, narcissists can never become you. They can't replicate your soul's light or your authentic spirit. Their imitation is shallow, like a shadow trying to catch the sun. It's always fake, temporary, and hollow. Your light is your power. It's what makes you special. Narcissists can only borrow your energy for a short time. They can never truly own it. The more you protect your glow, the less they can steal. When you stand strong in who you are, their fake love loses its grip, and their power over you fades. Remember, your light is sacred and original. No one can dim it without your permission. Keep shining because you are meant to glow bright, and walk your path fully alive. They may want what you have, but you are the only one who truly holds it. When you're a chosen one, your energy is powerful and rare. It's like a bright flame that lights up your life and inspires those around you. But just like a flame can be dimmed by a strong wind, your sacred energy can be drained by certain people, especially narcissists and energy vampires who feed on your light without giving anything back. The signs that you're being energetically fed on aren't always obvious at first. They often come as subtle changes in how you feel, think, and act. Paying attention to these signs is important because they are your body and spirit's way of warning you that something isn't right. One of the most common signs is fatigue. This isn't normal tiredness that goes away after a good night's sleep. This fatigue feels heavy, like a weight pressing down on your whole body. You might wake up already drained, with no energy to face the day. This exhaustion happens because your energy is being taken without your awareness. When you spend time around people who feed on your energy, you don't just lose your physical strength, you lose your spiritual and emotional power too. Your body is trying to tell you it needs rest and protection. Another sign is confusion. When your energy is drained, your mind doesn't work as clearly. Thoughts become jumbled, decisions feel harder, and you might find yourself doubting your own feelings or instincts. This confusion is a trick that narcissists often use to keep you under their control. They create chaos in your mind so you rely on them more, and question your own truth. When your sacred energy is strong, your mind is sharp and clear. But when it's being siphoned, it's like a fog settles over your brain, making it hard to see what's real. Loss of drive or motivation is also a powerful sign. When you're connected to your purpose and energy, you feel excited about your goals and dreams. You want to move forward and grow, but when someone is feeding on your energy, that fire inside starts to dim. You might find yourself procrastinating, losing interest in things that used to inspire you, or feeling stuck in life. It's not that you've lost your passion, it's that your energy is being pulled away, leaving you feeling empty and unmotivated. Sometimes you might notice changes in your emotional state. You could feel more anxious, sad, or irritated than usual without a clear reason. These emotions are like red flags showing that your spirit is under attack. Energy vampires thrive on creating emotional chaos because it makes it easier for them to feed off your energy. When your aura is unstable or overwhelmed, it becomes easier for negative energy to enter. Physical symptoms can also appear. Headaches, muscle tension, stomach issues, or sudden sickness can all be signs that your energy is being drained. Your body and energy are connected, so when your energy is low, your health often suffers. These physical signs are your body's way of demanding attention and care. Recognizing these signs is the first step to protecting yourself. You don't have to live feeling tired, confused, or lost. When you start to notice these signals, it's a call to slow down, recharge, and set boundaries. Healing your energy means surrounding yourself with people who uplift you, practicing self-care, and learning to say no to those who drain you. Remember, your energy is sacred. It's the source of your strength, creativity, and joy. When you guard it well, you'll feel more alive, focused, and free. Don't ignore the signs. Listen to your body and soul. They know when something isn't right. By protecting your energy, you protect your purpose and your path as a chosen one. Choosing celibacy is not just about avoiding sex. It's a powerful way to protect and awaken your divine power. When you stop giving yourself away to the wrong people, those who don't honor your sacred energy, you begin to reclaim your strength and purpose. Celibacy creates a sacred stillness inside you, a space where your spirit can grow and your true gifts can emerge. Every time you share your energy in an intimate way, you're offering a piece of your soul. When this exchange is with someone who respects your sacredness, it feels uplifting and healing. But when it's with the wrong person, your energy can become scattered or drained, leaving you weaker and disconnected. By choosing celibacy, especially when you're healing or waiting for the right union, you protect your light from being stolen or wasted. This sacred stillness is like a pause button for your spirit. Instead of constantly giving away your energy, you turn inward and focus on yourself. In that silence, your spiritual gifts begin to multiply. You start to feel more connected to your intuition, creativity, and inner wisdom. Your body becomes a temple where energy flows freely, not one that leaks power in every casual encounter. Celibacy helps you build boundaries and strengthens your respect for yourself. It teaches you patience and self-love, reminding you that your body and spirit are meant for something higher than momentary pleasure. This practice aligns you with your divine purpose, making you more aware of who deserves your energy and who doesn't. When you embrace sacred stillness, you also open yourself to a deeper kind of sex, one filled with meaning, connection, and divine energy. Sacred sex isn't just physical, it's spiritual. It's the joining of two souls who honor each other's light and purpose. This kind of union is rare, but when it happens, it multiplies your power instead of draining it. Choosing celibacy isn't about denial, it's about protection and preparation. It's about saving your sacred energy for a union that truly uplifts and empowers you. When you practice celibacy with intention, you awaken your divine power and step closer to your highest self. Remember, sacred sex begins with sacred stillness. It starts with honoring yourself enough to wait to heal and to protect your light until the right moment arrives. This is how your spiritual gifts multiply, your power grows, and your sacred temple shines brighter than ever. Your body is far more than just flesh and bones. It is a portal to your purpose. For the chosen ones, the body is a sacred tool designed to carry out transformation, healing, and destiny. It's not something to be used carelessly or for mere entertainment. Instead, it's the vessel through which your soul expresses its highest calling. Every movement you make, every choice about your body, sends a message to the universe about who you are and what you stand for. Your body holds powerful energy that can create change, not only in your life but in the lives of others too. When you treat your body as a temple, you unlock its full potential to heal old wounds, inspire growth, and move toward your destiny. Unlike ordinary people who might see their bodies as objects for pleasure or distraction, the chosen ones understand that their bodies are sacred instruments. You use your body intentionally, with respect and purpose, whether it's through how you nurture yourself, how you connect with others, or how you express your gifts. Your body becomes a channel for divine energy. This means that your physical, emotional, and spiritual health are deeply connected. When you honor your body, you honor your soul's mission. You become a living example of transformation, showing others what it means to live with purpose and power. Your body is your temple, your weapon, and your gift. It carries you through the challenges of life and empowers you to fulfill your destiny. Treat it with love, care, and respect, and you'll discover a strength inside that can't be broken. Remember, as a chosen one, your body is not for ordinary use. It's your sacred portal to a greater life. In today's world, many people search for deep spiritual connections, hoping to find a soulmate or a twin flame, someone who mirrors their soul and helps them grow. The idea of twin flames is powerful and beautiful, two souls destined to reunite and create something extraordinary. But not every intense connection is what it seems. Some relationships that feel spiritual and magical at first can actually be toxic karmic traps, cleverly disguised as love. These traps are often set by narcissists who know how to play the part of your twin flame, but are really feeding on your energy and keeping you trapped in pain and confusion. One of the biggest red flags is when a relationship feels intense but unstable. Twin flames are said to ignite a fire in your soul, but this fire should inspire growth, healing, and peace over time. When the connection is filled with constant drama, emotional ups and downs, or feeling like you're walking on eggshells, it's a sign something is wrong. Narcissists use this intensity to keep you hooked, creating cycles of love bombing, overwhelming affection, followed by coldness or rejection. This push-pull behavior confuses your mind and makes you crave their attention even more, trapping you in a toxic loop. Another warning sign is when your boundaries are ignored or disrespected. A true twin flame relationship is based on mutual respect and understanding. But narcissists don't honor your limits. They push, manipulate, and guilt you into giving more than you're comfortable with. They may pretend to be spiritual and enlightened, but their actions reveal their true intentions, control, and feeding off your sacred energy. You might also notice that this so-called twin flame relationship leaves you feeling drained, anxious, or lost. Narcissists are experts at disguising their selfishness behind charming words and spiritual language. They'll say all the right things to seem like your perfect match, but their true goal is to steal your energy and keep you dependent on them. After spending time with them, you may feel exhausted instead of energized, confused instead of clear, and stuck instead of growing. A real twin flame connection should encourage you to heal and become your best self, not cause emotional wounds to deepen. If you find that the relationship triggers old traumas without any real progress or healing, it's likely a karmic trap. Narcissists often use your vulnerabilities against you, making you question your worth and doubting your instincts. They want to keep you confused so you stay attached to the toxic cycle. Watch for patterns of lying, gaslighting, or blaming. Narcissists rarely take responsibility for their actions. Instead, they twist the truth to make you doubt your reality, making it harder to see the relationship for what it truly is. This emotional manipulation is a key way they maintain control and hide their true selves. Spiritual connections should bring clarity, peace, and empowerment, even if they challenge you to grow. If a relationship consistently brings pain, confusion, and self-doubt, it's time to reconsider its nature. Not every intense or passionate connection is your divine counterpart. Some are lessons designed to teach you what to avoid and how to protect your sacred energy. The good news is, once you learn to recognize these red flags, you can break free from toxic karmic traps. Trust your intuition, honor your boundaries, and seek relationships that lift you up instead of tearing you down. Your soul deserves a love that nurtures your growth and respects your sacred energy, not one that drains it. Remember, a true twin flame connection feels like coming home, a place of deep love, respect, and spiritual alignment. Don't settle for anything less. Your journey is sacred, and you have the power to choose connections that honor your divine purpose. Protecting your temple, the sacred space that is your body, mind, and spirit, is one of the most important things you can do on your journey as a chosen one. But protecting your temple doesn't mean shutting yourself off from love, connection, or life. It doesn't mean building walls so high that no one can enter. Instead, it means knowing your worth, recognizing your sacredness, and setting clear boundaries about who you allow into your energy and space. Love isn't something to fear. What you must fear is allowing the wrong people to trespass on your temple and drain your sacred energy. Many people hear the idea of protecting their temple and imagine isolation, cutting off relationships, avoiding intimacy, or closing their heart. But this is not what true protection means. It's about learning the difference between sacred love and ordinary love, between people who uplift and honor you and those who only take from you. When you understand this, you open yourself up to a higher kind of connection, one that respects your boundaries and helps you grow instead of breaking you down. Your temple is not just your physical body, it's your emotional and spiritual self as well. Every experience, every relationship leaves an imprint on your energy. So guarding your temple means being mindful about the kind of energy you allow in. It means saying no to casual, meaningless connections that drain you, and yes to relationships that bring healing, joy, and alignment with your purpose. It's important to realize that the right person will never force their way in or disrespect your boundaries. They will see your sacredness and treat your temple with reverence. Instead of demanding your energy or attention, they will ask to share it with you in a way that feels safe and mutually uplifting. This kind of love is patient and kind. It understands that your energy is precious and not something to be wasted on fleeting pleasures or games. You don't have to sacrifice your standards or dim your light just to find love. In fact, the more you honor your temple, the more you attract relationships that reflect your true worth. When you stop settling for less, you make space for the kind of connection that is rare and powerful, a connection that supports your growth, honors your journey, and celebrates your uniqueness. To all the chosen ones reading this message, hear this clearly. You are not broken. In a world that often misunderstands and undervalues true divinity, your sacredness has been mistaken for weakness or strangeness, but that is far from the truth. You were born with a powerful light inside you, a divine energy that connects you to something greater than ordinary life. It is time to reclaim that sacred power, to walk with the confidence of royalty, and to love with deep, purposeful intention. Many of us grow up in societies that treat spirituality and sacredness like passing trends, something to try on for a while then discard when it doesn't fit the mainstream. Being deeply connected to your spiritual self is often seen as different or too much, and that difference can make you feel isolated or misunderstood. But this world was not designed to contain your light, it was designed to dim it, and that's why many chosen ones feel like outsiders or like they carry a burden that others cannot see. But here's the truth, your sacred power has always been inside you. It is the core of your being, the essence that makes you unique and unstoppable. It is the force that moves you beyond pain, doubt, and fear. It is the reason you can heal others, inspire change, and create magic in your life. You are not broken. You are sacred in a world that is still learning to recognize divinity. Reclaiming your sacred power means choosing to stand tall and proud, even when the world tries to tell you to shrink or hide. It means embracing your gifts and your purpose without apology. You don't have to dim your light to to make others comfortable. Instead, you have the right and the responsibility to shine brighter every day. When you walk as royalty, you carry yourself with dignity and self-respect, knowing that you are worthy of all the good things life has to offer. This journey is not about perfection, it's about authenticity. It's about loving yourself exactly as you are, with all your strengths and imperfections. When you love yourself with purpose, you stop settling for anything less than what honors your sacredness. You become a magnet for relationships, opportunities, and experiences that align with your soul's highest good. Your sacred power also calls you to set clear boundaries, to protect your energy from those who do not respect your temple, to say no when something doesn't feel right, and yes to the things that nourish your spirit. Boundaries are not walls, they are gates that allow only the right energy to flow in and out. When you reclaim your power, you learn to discern who deserves a place in your life and who does not. Walking as royalty means embracing your divine authority over your own life. It means making choices that reflect your highest self, even when those choices are hard. It means trusting your intuition and your inner guidance more than outside opinions or fears. Your power is your compass. It will lead you through darkness and confusion toward clarity and purpose. Loving with purpose is a natural extension of reclaiming your sacred power. Love is not just an emotion, it is a sacred act that reflects the divine within you. When you love with purpose, your love is healing, transformative, and liberating. You don't give your energy away carelessly or out of fear of loneliness. Instead, you love because your soul knows that true love nourishes both giver and receiver. Remember, you are here on this earth for a reason. Your experiences, your challenges, your victories, they are all part of your sacred story. No matter how hard the path may seem, your power is never gone. It is waiting for you to step into it fully, to claim it boldly, and to live the life you were always meant to live. Take a moment now to feel the power within you. Feel the strength that has carried you this far, the light that has never dimmed. This power is your birthright, your sacred inheritance. You are a chosen one, created for greatness, destined for impact, and worthy of all the love and joy the universe offers. So walk forward with your head held high. Walk as royalty in a world that needs your light more than ever. Reclaim your sacred power